Well, good morning, YouTubers. This is Terry from my cottage up north. Excuse the noise, but I've got my furnace running in the garage. Today we're going to start something a little different, or do something a little different this project. In Wisconsin, well, let me go back. If you watch some of my videos from last summer, you know I got back into gold prospecting here in Wisconsin and Michigan. And here in Wisconsin, it's against the law to use anything powered. In other words, a high banker or anything like that. Even a sluice, you can't use that. You can only use a stream sluice. Or panning. But I saw in one of the videos somebody using what they call the Yabby pump, or some people call it a manual dredge. As long as it's operated by your hand, it's legal. So I'm going to try to attempt to build one today, just using PVC pipe, and I'll show you a bit of that. And we'll put it all together. I won't glue any of the joints right now until I know I got it the way I want it, and then I'll go back and unglue all the joints. So I thought maybe you'd like to see that. So we'll get set up and we'll get at it and see how it turns out. Alright, YouTubers, this is all the parts we're going to need. I'm going to make two different nozzles. This is 3/4 pipe and this is 1-inch pipe, and the fittings for them. And then I've got 30 inches of 2-inch PVC, and I've got a length of 3/4 inch PVC. I don't know how long I'm going to want the handle yet, so I haven't cut it. This is going to be the top handle where you grab onto, and these will go on like so. And this is the key to it right here. This is a 2-inch pressure plug. It's made by Oatly. And the first thing we got to do with that is we got to take this top lip off. And you'll see why in a few minutes. So we'll get that lip taken off of there first, and then we'll continue on. Alright, I got the lip taken off of it. Now it's essentially the same size as the bottom piece. And that is so it'll fit right inside the 2-inch pipe. And with the screw on there, you just tighten up the screw enough that this rubber expands, and that'll give you your suction. These are the fittings that'll go on the bottom, and the fittings that'll go on the top. Now I'm making mine a little different. I'm using screw fittings, so that if I need to take the cap off and pull the plunger out for some reason, I can just unscrew this cap and take it off. I can pull the whole plunger out in case it gets filled with dirt or soil, silt or whatever. But we'll continue on, and I'll take you back, or bring you back when I get a little further on. Alright, now this cap has to be drilled out to fit this PVC pipe. And 3/4 PVC pipe is just about 1 inch on the outside. So we can drill a 1-inch hole through this cap, and then we'll assemble it further. Alright, we have the hole in here. Found out it's a little bit more than 1 inch, so I had to do a little playing around. But it fits real nice now. I wanted it a little bit sloppy, but not real sloppy. Now I have a 1-inch drill bit, so I did it with that, but you could use a unit bit or whatever you've got to make the hole. But again, it's a little bit over 1 inch. The next thing we have to do is one of these caps. We have to drill a 5/16 hole so it can be mounted on this plug. And see, the bolt just goes through the back side of it. Now I took a square file and I filed it out because it's got a like a hex up by the top, and I'll show you that in a minute. But so I filed it out because otherwise the bolt was a little bit too short. You could either just get yourself a longer bolt, or if you have a square file, you could just file it out. I chose to use the file. But that goes on the plunger. I don't know if I can do this one-handed or not. There. That goes on the plunger like that. Now, like I said, I don't have to cut the length yet because I don't know exactly how long I want it. But we're getting there. Like I said, I'm also dry fitting everything. Make sure it's right before I glue anything up. So the next thing will be to cut some 3/4 inch pipe and put this handle together. So we'll do that next. There, that's done. I just cut them 1.5 inches. Now they're sticking out quite a bit, but when I put the glue and stuff on them and press them together, then they'll be a lot closer. And you'll see that after I glue them up. They'll be a lot closer. Right now I just got them stuck together. Alright, now it's time to start assembling. And just that quick, it's put together. This is my extra nozzle I'm going to have for sucking up bigger stuff. This is 1 inch. And then I got 3/4 inch on here. What's nice about this is if anything happens, I can unscrew it here or up here and take it apart out in the field, clean it up, whatever I need to do, and put it all back together. So this is what it looks like. Now you're going to say, boy, that's awful long. But I'm 6'5" with a bad back. So I don't want to have to bend over any more than I have to. But I may make one that's smaller. That'll be easier to put in the backpack. So I have to go in quite a ways, but I think I like it. Now it's time to glue everything up. Completely finished. As you can see now, these caps went on all the way, so it's not so sticking out so far. So that worked. Now I used the purple primer. That's what you see on it. Doesn't hurt anything. But now she's all set to go. Each of the nozzles are set to go. So that's going to be my Yabby pump, or a manual dredge, or whatever you want to call it. They call it by so many different names. But I like the way it turned out. This spring, when I can get into the rivers and creeks, or creeks as some people call them, I should be able to see how it works. Now to adjust it, I'll show you how you can adjust it for more pressure. Okay, this is how you adjust it. You see there's a wing nut there. If you want more pressure, I'm holding the back handle. Just give it a turn, and then you can get it so you can't even pull it. But in the water, you may have to adjust it because water makes it a little slipperier. You can loosen it back up. There. She is complete. Then you just put the nozzle back on, whichever one you want. Like I said, I'm using a 3/4 and a 1 inch. You can go down to 1/2 inch if you wanted to. And you don't have to put these on real tight. If you do, you're going to have a bear of a time to get it to come off. So that's the way it is. There we go. I'm happy with it. It came out pretty good. Like I said, I may make a shorter one that will fit easier in my backpack. But we'll see how things go. You know, the other thing is I don't know how holding it like this is going to work out. I may end up putting a handle out this side. I've seen some of the Yabby pumps with a handle out the side. So you hold it this way. Don't know yet, But come spring when I can use it, because right now we got about a foot of snow on the ground. It's only January 30th, so we got at least another 2 months, maybe 3. Probably about 2 months before I can get back out and do anything. So like I said, and the nice part about this system, if I decide to make a shorter one, I don't have to make any more nozzles. Because I'll make it the same way and I can just interchange nozzles as I need to use them. So it's just my little take on what you can do. I'm glad the way it came out. One of the things I wanted is when you put this back in, you don't want your fingers slamming against the cover, so I left it out enough that it won't be doing that. Now I know on some of the ones I watched on YouTube and that, they use a 1/2 inch PVC. And you know, you can do whatever you want, but I thought the strength of a 3/4 PVC would be better. And time will tell. I may break this one, I don't know. But it was fun to make. And I think it's going to get me more chances at some gold, so. Especially if I'm around bedrock any place, in these creeks and rivers. Or if it's too deep for me to, you know, or too much current. Or if the current is strong enough that you can't use the shovel because everything just washes off the shovel. With this, I should be able to get down there, suction it up, put it in my pan, suction it up, put it in my pan, or in my classifier, which is another project I'll be working on. I saw that on YouTube channel called Flower Gold Wizards. He made a classifier to go into a 5-gallon pail. I'm going to try to replicate that too. So, but that'll have to be the next time I get up here because I'm running out of time this time up. But I really wanted to get this one done and also to make a video for you. Also, I've seen some of them on these where they take and they taper this edge. I'm going to leave mine square for now. If I need to, I can always cut it and, you know, put an angle on it. But right now, I'm just going to leave it the way it is. I said I'll probably modify it 6 times once I get a chance to start using it. But that's the video for today. If you made it this far, thank you. If you would subscribe, that would be great. Share it with your friends. If you like the video, give me a like. That always helps the channel. And if you want to be notified of future videos, hit that little bell and then YouTube will let you know when I put up a new one. And if you comment, I would like to hear you comment or see your comments on this and what you think of it and how you think it might work. So, alrighty. Till the next time, this is Terry at my cottage up north. Bye now.